Hey, true, bet that up for the track. We gon' take it to the top, and that's the truth. Truth hurts. Oh yeah, if you're broke but you're still pimping, drinking, smoking, then say, oh yeah, if you're ballin', buying bottles, then say.
What happened with the main characters of Fast and Furious, who is no longer part of franchise, who is still alive in the story? How many times do you think Dominic has said family across the movies? So stick around and buckle up, cause we are about to get a wild ride into the world of Fast and Furious. The first movie hit theaters way back in 2001, when flip phones were still a thing, and now we've got 10 movies with 11th one already on the way. I feel like they don't wanna hit the brakes. Let's kick things off with one of the most iconic characters from the franchise. Ready? Alright, let's get started. And the first on the line is going to be Letty, Ortiz, played by Michelle Rodriguez. When the first movie dropped back in 2001, Michelle was just 22 years old. Fast forward to today, at 46, she's still going strong and impressing everyone. Michelle's journey to success began in 2000 with Girl Fight, where she played a tough-as-nail boxer and snagged major awards for her performance. Then came roles in Resident Evil, Blue Crush, SWAT, Battle Los Angeles, and of course, Avatar. This woman's resume is stacked, right? So, by the way, have you seen that boy? If you would like me to break down that movie, let me know in the comments. But let's get back to what we're really here for, her Fast and Furious ride. Michelle has been playing Letty, the fearless street racer, and Dominic, Toretto, ride or die since day one. Michelle didn't appear in 3 Fast and Furious movies, Fast and Furious 2, Tokyo Drift, and Fast 5, and here is the question why. Letty's character was killed off in Fast and Furious 4, and then she made an epic comeback in Fast and Furious 6, where it was revealed she had survived but lost her memory. Since then, Michelle has been back and rocking her role as Letty. Now let's chat about Michelle's real-life drama. She lives her own Fast and Furious. In 2002, she got into some trouble after a fight with her roommate. The assault charges dropped. Maybe her roommate realized messing with Michelle isn't the best idea. Then in 2003, hit and run, DUI, and driving with a suspended license, and of course Hawaii. That's story. While filming Lost in 2005, Michelle was caught speeding like she was on a street race. She got pulled over multiple times, then hit with DUI. She pled guilty, paid $500, and chose 5 days in jail over community service. Classic Michelle. In her personal life, Michelle Rodriguez has never been married. She dated her Fast and Furious co-star Vin Diesel, sparking plenty of buzz among fans. Michelle made headlines when she revealed that she is bisexual. She is stating, "I fall under the B category, I've done both ways, I do as I please, I'm too curious to sit here and not try when I can. Men are intriguing, so are chicks." Over the years, Michelle has been linked to several celebrities. Let's see who made that list. As for today, Michelle remains independent and private. She hasn't publicly confirmed any recent relationships and continues to focus on her passions. Now you know a bit more about Michelle, but let's keep this rolling. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, it means a lot to us. And up next, we are shifting gears to the king of Fast and Furious franchise. Take a guess. Yep, it's Dominic Toretto himself, played by none other than Vin Diesel. When the first movie dropped, Vin was 34 years old. Fast forward to today, at 57, he still got plenty of fuel in the tank and shows no signs of slowing down. Vin's journey to Hollywood is a true hustle story. Mark Sinclair was born in New York and grew up with his twin brother Paul. Wait, hold on, did I just say Mark Sinclair? Yeah, Vin Diesel changed his name to stand out and create a tougher, more memorable persona. Vin is short for his stepfather's surname, Vincent, while Diesel was a nickname he earned as a nightclub bouncer because of his high energy. Before his Hollywood days, he worked as a nightclub bouncer in his 20s. Then he decided to create his own break. He wrote, directed, and starred in a short film called Multifacial in 1995.
Nowadays, to find a good girl, forget about it. Don't exist. I'm seeing this girl for like 3 months already, right? I bring her candies, I bring her flowers, I take her to the movies, nice restaurants. I'm treating this girl kind of special, right?
That movie got screened at Cannes Film Festival, where it caught the eye of none other than Steven Spielberg. Spielberg was so impressed that he cast Vin in Saving Private Ryan. Vin's stand-out performance became his big break, opening doors for iconic roles from Boiler Room to The Pacifier, Triple X, The Chronicle of Riddick, and of course, Fast and Furious. Dominic Toretto is heart and soul of the Fast and Furious franchise. Dominic, with his undying love for family, is a true legend. And by the way, have you ever wondered how many times Dominic said family in the series? Well, stay tuned and I'll reveal at the end. And by the way, Dominic has been in almost every movie in the franchise except Fast and Furious 2 and Tokyo Drift. And now let's talk about Dominic Toretto outside of Fast and Furious world. Vin keeps things much quieter in his personal life. He's been in relationships with Paloma Jimenez since 2007, and together they have 3 kids, Jaria, Vincent, and Pauline. Pauline, named in honor of his best friend Paul Walker. In December 2023, Vin made headlines when his former assistant Astor Johnson accused him of sexual assault. She claimed the incident happened in 2010 in a hotel in Atlanta while filming Fast 5. According to Johnson, Vin kissed and grabbed her without consent. Shortly after the alleged incident, she was fired. Vin has firmly denied these allegations. And let's not forget the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Vin got his start in 2013. It was a big moment celebrating his contribution to the film industry, especially his role as face of the Fast and Furious franchise. Fans, friends, and co-stars all came out to celebrate. And at this time, we're gonna shift gears to another unforgettable character, Mia Toretto, Dominic's sister and the emotional anchor of the Fast and Furious family. Mia is played by none other than the talented Jordana Brewster, who was just 21 years old when she first joined the franchise. Fast forward to today, at 44 years old, Jordana's name is etched in the Fast and Furious history, and her story doesn't stop there. Mia's been part of the Fast family from the beginning. But like any road trip, there were a few stops along the way. She wasn't in Fast Furious 2, Tokyo Drift, and the Fate of the Furious, but her story isn't just about being Dominic's little sister, it's about love, family, and how she's gone from the girl to a fierce mom and fighter who always finds her way to the people she loves. And by the way, when Jordana was cast in the first Fast and Furious, she didn't even have a driver license, a street racer who had to learn how to drive for the role. Outside of Fast and Furious, Jordana isn't just about street racing. She's got a solid resume outside the franchise, from movies like The Invisible Circus and Debs to the Texas Chainsaw where she met her first husband, and now she's back filming Fast and Furious. And now let's take a look at her personal life. In 2007, Jordana married Andrew Form, the producer she met while filming the Texas Chainsaw. They tied the knot in stunning ceremony in the Bahamas and had two sons, Julian and Ron, both born via surrogacy. Jordana has been open about her struggles with infertility, and her candidness on the topic has inspired many. Jordana and Andrew got divorced in 2021. As part of settlement, Jordana paid Andrew $5 million to equalize their assets. But when one door closes, another one opens. In 2022, Jordana found love again and married Mason Murphy, a tech CEO. Her wedding was attended by her co-stars, including Vin Diesel, proving that the Fast family isn't just on the screen. And by the way, did you know Jordana made it to Maxim Hot 100 list in 2005? She was ranked 54th, solidifying her status as not just a talented actress but also a fan favorite. And at this time we're gonna shift gears and dive into the legacy of one of the most iconic stars of Fast and Furious. You know him as Brian O'Connor, the FBI agent turned street racer. Brian O'Connor, played by Paul Walker, was just 26 years old when the first Fast and Furious hit theaters. But long before becoming a household name, Paul had already spent years in the entertainment industry. He actually started his career as a toddler, modeling and starring in a Pampers commercial as just 2 years old. As he grew up, he continued appearing in commercials, including a notable one of the Showbiz Pizza in 1984. Eventually, he transitioned into acting, landing roles in several TV shows and films, but Fast and Furious that truly skyrocketed him to fame. While Fast and Furious made him a global icon, Paul wasn't just about fast cars and high-speed chases. Outside the franchise, he starred in hits like Varsity Blues in 1999, Into the Blue 2005, and Timeline 2003. But beyond Hollywood, Paul had a deep love for the ocean. He was passionate about marine life and loved diving, which led him to create Reach Out Worldwide, a non-profit organization dedicated to helping people affected by natural disasters. On the personal side, Paul kept a relatively low profile. He was close to his family and had a daughter, Meadow Walker, with his ex-girlfriend, Rebecca Soderas. Meadow was just 15 years old when Paul tragically passed away, but she had continued to honor his legacy by working on charitable projects and staying actively involved in her father's foundation. One of the most touching moments came in 2021 when Meadow got married to actor Louis Thornton Allen. The wedding was held on a beach in the Dominican Republic and was a true Fast and Furious family affair. Vin Diesel, who was Paul's best friend, walked Meadow down the aisle in place of her father. Jordana Brewster was also there, celebrating the special day. It was a beautiful reminder that Paul's Fast family still stands by his daughter. However, in 2024, Meadow and Louis got divorced after a little over 2 years of marriage. In the Fast and Furious franchise, Paul's portrayal of Brian O'Connor made him one of the heart and soul characters of the saga. He appeared in almost every Fast movies until his untimely passing. He was absent from Fast and Furious 2 in Tokyo Drift, but his presence was still felt throughout the series. Then, in November 2013, the unthinkable happened. Paul was involved in the tragic car accident in Santa Clarita, California. His friend, Roger Rodas, was driving a Porsche Carrera GT when it crashed and caught fire. Investigators later determined that excessive speed was a key factor in the accident, but Paul's daughter, Meadow, later claimed in court that Porsche had mechanical issues that contributed to the crash. The lawsuit was eventually settled, with Porsche denying responsibility, but the tragedy sent shockwaves around the world. At the time, Paul was in the middle of filming Fast and Furious 7. And how do you say goodbye to a character as Brian O'Connor? With the help of CGI and Paul's brothers, Cody and Caleb Walker, filmmakers were able to complete his remaining scenes, giving fans one final emotional farewell.
You'll always be with me.
Change the game without even knowing.
And you'll always be my brother.
How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I would do, you were standing there by my side. And now you gon' be there for the last ride. How can we not talk about family when family's all that we got?
As we're wrapping things up, we know the Fast and Furious saga is packed with incredible characters, and there is still so much to explore. If you would like to see a part 2, let me know in the comments. I've got plenty more stories and behind the scenes moments to break down. And before we go, I didn't forget the big reveal. How many times do you think Dominic said family? 10? 20? Might even 100? Well, surprise, that's actually only 13 times. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe.